Your mind talks all day. But what if most of it is not helping you? This book starts with one big truth. You are not your thoughts. When you learn to watch your mind, stress loses its power. Chapter 1. You are not your mind. This chapter explains that you are not the same as your thoughts. Many people think, worry, and judge all day, and they believe this voice in the head is me. The book says this belief causes suffering. The mind often talks about the past or the future. It remembers old mistakes, replays pain, and imagines problems that have not happened yet. When you live inside these stories, you feel stress, fear, or sadness. The key idea is simple. Thoughts happen, but you are the one who can notice them. When you notice your thoughts, you are no longer trapped inside them. The author teaches you to become the observer of your mind. This means you watch your thoughts like clouds in the sky. You do not need to fight them or push them away. Fighting thoughts often makes them stronger. Instead, you allow them to be there, and you watch them with calm attention. When you do this, a small space opens between you and your thinking. In this space, you feel more peace and freedom. You start to realize that there is a quiet awareness behind every thought. This awareness is your true self. The chapter also explains the role of the ego. The ego is the part of the mind that wants to feel special, right, or better than others. It likes to compare, judge, and defend. The ego needs problems to feel alive. It may hold on to anger, blame, or old stories. When you identify with the ego, you feel separate from others and from life. But when you become aware of the ego, it begins to lose its power. You do not need to destroy the ego. You only need to see it clearly. Awareness weakens its control. Practical advice in this chapter is very simple. You can start by noticing your inner voice. When you catch yourself worrying or judging, pause and watch the thought. Ask yourself, who is watching this thought? This question points you back to awareness. You can also take small moments of silence during the day. Feel your breath. Listen to sounds, or notice the stillness between thoughts. These small practices bring you into the present moment. Over time, the mind becomes quieter, and you feel more calm, clear, and alive. This chapter shows that freedom begins when you realize you are the awareness behind the mind, not the noise of the mind itself. Chapter 2. Consciousness, the way out of pain. This chapter explains how emotional pain is created and how it can be healed through awareness. The book introduces the idea of the pain body. The pain body is made of old emotional pain that has not been fully felt or understood. It comes from past hurt, anger, fear, shame, or sadness. Many people carry this pain for years. The pain body is usually quiet, but it can wake up when something small happens, such as a rude word or a small problem. When it wakes up, you may feel strong emotions and react in ways you later regret. The pain body feeds on negative thoughts and strong emotions. When it is active, it wants more pain. You may start to think in a negative way, blame others, or feel like a victim. This creates a cycle. The pain body creates painful thoughts, and painful thoughts make the pain body stronger. The book says this cycle continues until awareness enters. Awareness is the light that can break the cycle. When you notice the pain body in action, you stop being fully controlled by it. The practice is to stay present with the feeling in your body. When anger or sadness appears, do not push it away and do not act it out. Simply notice it. Feel where it is in your body. Is it tight in your chest? Heavy in your stomach? Warm in your face? By feeling the emotion without judging it, you bring consciousness to it. The author explains that pain cannot survive in full awareness. When you stay present with the feeling, it slowly loses its power. The energy of the pain changes and becomes lighter. This chapter also explains that many conflicts in daily life come from two pain bodies meeting. When two people are not present, their old pain reacts to each other. This is why small problems can turn into big fights. If one person stays aware and present, the situation can calm down. Presence does not mean you accept bad behavior. It means you respond with clarity instead of blind reaction. You can set boundaries without anger. The chapter teaches that pain is a teacher. It shows you where you are not present. Each time pain appears, it is a chance to wake up. By bringing awareness to pain again and again, you become less reactive and more peaceful. Over time, the pain body becomes weaker, and you live with more emotional freedom, kindness, and inner stability. Chapter 3. Moving deeply into the now. This chapter teaches that the present moment is the only place where real life happens. The past is already gone, and the future has not arrived yet. Many people live in memories of the past or worries about the future. When your mind stays in time, you often feel stress, fear, or regret. The book explains that most problems live in your thinking, not in the present moment. Right now, in this moment, you usually have what you need to deal with what is in front of you. The author shares simple ways to enter the now. One method is to focus on your breath. Feel the air move in and out of your body. Another method is to feel your inner body. Notice your hands, feet, chest, and stomach from the inside. You can also listen carefully to sounds around you without naming them. These practices bring your attention out of your head and into the present. When you are present, your mind becomes quieter and your body feels more relaxed. The chapter also explains the difference between clock time and psychological time. Clock time is useful for daily life, such as planning, learning, and work. Psychological time is when you live in stories about the past or future and lose touch with the now. The book does not say you should never plan. It says you should not live in your plans. You can use time in a practical way, but your inner state should stay rooted in the present. Another key idea is to deal with problems only when they are real. Many worries are about things that may never happen. When you bring your attention to the now, you often see that there is no big problem in this moment. There may be a task to do, a choice to make, or a feeling to notice, but not a story to suffer in. The author teaches that acceptance of the present moment does not mean you like everything. It means you stop fighting what already is. From acceptance, clear action becomes possible. With practice, being present becomes a habit. You begin to feel more alive, peaceful, and focused. You respond to life with clarity instead of panic. This chapter shows that the doorway to freedom is always open, and it is called Now. Chapter 4. Mind Strategies for Avoiding the Now. This chapter explains how the mind tries to avoid the present moment. The ego feels uncomfortable in simple presence, so it looks for stories, roles, and drama. One common strategy is living in the future. People think, I will be happy when I get this job, or life will be better when this problem is over. Another strategy is living in the past. People replay old hurts or mistakes and keep old pain alive. In both cases, the mind leaves the present moment and peace is lost. The book explains that the ego builds identities from roles and stories. A person may see themselves as a victim, a hero, a success, or a failure. These roles become part of how they see who they are. The ego likes to feel important, even if that importance comes from suffering. For example, a person may hold on to anger because it makes them feel right. The mind may also create enemies or problems to strengthen this sense of identity. When you believe these stories, you feel separate from others and from life. Another way the mind avoids the now is through constant thinking. The mind comments on everything. This is good. That is bad. I should have done better. This constant noise covers the quiet peace of the present moment. The book teaches that you do not need to stop thinking by force. Instead, you notice thinking. When you see the mind at work, you are no longer fully inside it. This simple noticing weakens its control. The chapter offers practical questions to wake you up to the present. You can ask, am I fully here right now? Or, what is happening inside me at this moment? These questions bring attention back to now. You can also feel your breath or your body to return to presence. The author explains that awareness is the end of unconscious patterns. When you see a pattern clearly, it starts to dissolve. With practice, you begin to catch the mind when it runs into the past or future. You gently bring it back to now. Over time, the present moment feels more natural and safe. This chapter shows that the mind's strategies lose power when they are seen in the light of awareness. Chapter 5. The State of Presence. This chapter explains what it means to live in a state of presence and how this state changes your daily life. Presence is a calm and clear awareness that is here before thoughts appear. When you are present, your mind is quiet, but you are not sleepy. You are alert, open, and aware of what is happening inside and around you. Many people think peace comes from good results, praise, or success. The book teaches that true peace does not depend on outside events. It comes from staying present in this moment. The author explains that presence can be felt in simple ways. When you listen to someone with full attention, without planning your reply, you are present. When you walk and feel your feet touch the ground, you are present. When you wash your hands and feel the water, you are present. These simple acts turn daily life into practice. Presence brings quality to your actions. You do not rush as much, and you make fewer careless mistakes. You also notice more beauty in small things, like light, sounds, and nature. This chapter also explains that presence helps you deal with challenges in a calm way. Problems do not disappear, but your reaction to them changes. When something difficult happens, you first accept that it is happening now. This acceptance relaxes your body and mind. From this calm state, you can think more clearly and choose better actions. The author explains that many conflicts become smaller when you stay present. You listen better, speak more kindly, and pause before reacting. This reduces unnecessary tension with others. Another key idea is that presence grows with practice. You may forget to be present many times a day. This is normal. Each time you notice you were lost in thought and gently return to now, presence becomes stronger. The book suggests short pauses during the day. Take one deep breath and feel your body. Look around and notice what is here. These small moments slowly change your inner state. Over time, presence becomes more natural, and inner peace becomes more stable. This chapter shows that presence is not something special you reach one day. It is available now, in simple moments, again and again. Chapter 6. The Inner Body. This chapter teaches how to connect with the inner body and why this practice is important. The inner body means feeling the life and energy inside your physical body. Many people live mostly in their heads. They think all day and forget to feel their body. When your attention moves into the body, the mind becomes quieter, and you come back to the present moment. This helps you feel grounded, calm, and safe. The book gives clear and simple steps to feel the inner body. You can start by sitting still for a short time. Close your eyes if you like. Then, notice your hands. Can you feel a gentle warmth, tingling, or sense of life there? Move your attention to your feet, legs, chest, and stomach. You do not need to imagine anything special. Just feel what is already there. Another simple way is to feel the body while breathing. As you breathe in, feel the chest and belly expand. As you breathe out, feel the body relax. This brings your attention out of thinking and into direct experience. The author explains that the inner body is very helpful when strong emotions appear. When fear, stress, or anger comes, the mind may tell many stories. These stories can make the feeling stronger. Instead of following the stories, bring your attention into the body. Feel where the emotion lives. Is there tightness in your chest? Is there heat in your face? By feeling the body, you stay present with the emotion without being lost in thought. This allows the emotion to move and change more easily. You do not push it away, and you do not act it out in harmful ways. The chapter also says that the inner body connects you with a deep sense of aliveness. This aliveness is always here, even when your mind is busy. When you feel the inner body, you touch a quiet and steady presence inside you. The author suggests keeping some attention in the body during daily life. When you walk, feel your feet. When you talk, feel your body standing or sitting. When you work, feel your hands move. This practice makes presence more natural. Over time, the inner body becomes your anchor. It helps you stay in the now, handle emotions with more calm, and live with more balance and ease. Chapter 7. Portals into the Unmanifested. This chapter explains that there are simple doorways, called portals, that lead you into deep stillness and peace. These portals are always available, but most people do not notice them because their minds are busy. One portal is silence. When you listen closely, you can notice the silence behind sounds. For example, when a sound ends, there is a short moment of silence. If you pay attention to this silence, your mind becomes quiet too. Another portal is stillness. When you pause your body and feel the stillness inside, you touch a calm space within you. The book also talks about space as a portal. Look around a room and notice the space between objects. Feel the space around your body. This sense of space helps you feel open and relaxed. The author explains that nature is a powerful portal. When you look at the sky, trees, or water with full attention, your thinking slows down. You feel connected to something larger than your thoughts. In these moments, the mind becomes quiet, and you feel a deep peace that does not come from words or ideas. This chapter teaches that these portals point to a deeper reality beyond thinking. The author uses the word unmanifested to describe this quiet source of life and awareness. You do not need to understand this word in a complex way. It simply points to the silent presence behind all forms. When you touch this silence, you feel more grounded and less caught in mental noise. You may notice a gentle joy or deep calm. The chapter also gives practical guidance. You can practice entering these portals many times a day. Pause for a few seconds and listen to silence. Feel the stillness in your body. Notice the space around you. Spend time in nature and look without judging. These small practices train your attention to rest in quiet awareness. Over time, you learn that peace is not something you need to get. It is something you can touch by becoming still. This chapter shows that deep peace is always near, hidden behind noise, and you can enter it by simple awareness. Chapter 8. Enlightened Relationships. This chapter explains how presence can transform relationships. Many problems in relationships come from unconscious patterns, fear, and old emotional pain. People often expect their partner, family, or friends to make them happy. When this expectation is not met, anger and blame appear. The book teaches that no one can complete you from the outside. True love grows from inner peace, not from need. When you depend on others to fill an inner emptiness, relationships become heavy and full of conflict. The author explains that the ego plays a strong role in relationships. The ego wants to be right, to win, or to feel special. In arguments, people often defend their story instead of listening. Old pain can also wake up in close relationships. Small problems may trigger big reactions. The book teaches that these moments are chances to wake up. When a strong reaction appears, notice what you are feeling in your body. Stay present with the emotion instead of attacking the other person. This brings space into the situation. This chapter also explains the difference between love and attachment. Love comes from presence and openness. Attachment comes from fear of being alone or not being enough. When you are present, you can enjoy being with others without needing them to complete you. You listen more deeply and speak more honestly. You also set boundaries more calmly. Presence does not mean you accept harmful behavior. It means you respond with clarity instead of blind emotion. The author offers simple practices for daily relationships. When you talk to someone, give them your full attention for a few moments. Notice when your mind wants to defend or judge. Pause and feel your breath or your body before you speak. When conflict appears, accept that it is happening now and stay present with your feelings. This can soften the situation and open space for understanding. Over time, relationships become less about fighting old pain and more about sharing presence. This chapter shows that awakened relationships are not perfect, but they are more honest, kind, and real because they are rooted in awareness. Chapter 9. Beyond Happiness and Unhappiness. There is peace. This chapter explains the difference between happiness and deep inner peace. Happiness usually depends on outside situations. You feel happy when things go well, when you succeed, or when people praise you. But when situations change, happiness can fade. The book teaches that if your peace depends only on good events, you will suffer when life is hard. True peace comes from inside. It is not tied to winning or losing. It comes from staying present with what is happening now. The author explains that many people fight the present moment. They think, this should not be happening, or life must be different. This inner fight creates extra pain. The chapter teaches that acceptance is the doorway to peace. Acceptance does not mean you like everything. It means you stop arguing with reality. When you accept what is happening now, your body relaxes and your mind becomes clearer. From this calm place, you can take wise action. You can change what can be changed without anger or fear. This chapter also explains that peace is deeper than emotions. You can still feel joy, sadness, or disappointment, but under these feelings, there can be a steady calm. This calm does not disappear when emotions change. The author explains that this peace is the natural state of being when you are present. You touch it when you stop resisting the now. Even in hard moments, you can feel a quiet strength inside you. This strength helps you stay kind and clear. The book offers simple daily practices. When something difficult happens, pause and notice your breath. Feel your body. Name what is happening. This is what is here now. This simple recognition reduces inner resistance. You can also notice small moments of peace during the day, such as when you rest, walk, or look at nature. These moments remind you that peace is always near. Over time, you learn that peace is not something you need to wait for. It is available in this moment, even when life is not perfect. This chapter teaches that when you stop fighting the present, peace becomes your steady ground. Chapter 10. The Meaning of Surrender. This final chapter explains surrender as a powerful way to live with less suffering and more clarity. Surrender does not mean giving up on life or becoming weak. It means accepting the present moment as it is, right now. Many people think surrender means losing control. The book teaches the opposite. When you stop fighting the moment, you gain inner strength. Resistance creates tension in the body and mind. Surrender relaxes this tension and opens space for wise action. The author explains that suffering comes from saying no to what is. When you think, this should not be happening, you add pain to a situation that is already here. Surrender means saying yes to the fact that this moment is here. This does not mean you like the situation. It means you stop wasting energy fighting reality. From surrender, clear action becomes possible. You can change what needs to be changed with calm and focus, not with anger. This chapter also explains that surrender connects you with a deeper power inside you. When you accept the now, you are no longer trapped in fear of the future or regret about the past. You feel more grounded and open. The author explains that many people wait for life to become easier before they feel peace. Surrender teaches that peace comes first. From peace, your actions become more effective. You respond to problems with clarity instead of panic. The book gives simple ways to practice surrender in daily life. When something goes wrong, pause and notice your body. Feel any tightness or resistance. Gently allow the feeling to be there. Say inside, this is what is here now. Then take the next right step. This could be making a call, resting, or setting a clear boundary. Surrender does not mean you accept harmful behavior. It means you accept the moment first, so you can respond wisely. Over time, surrender becomes a habit. You live with less inner conflict and more trust in life. This chapter shows that freedom comes when you stop arguing with the present moment and start moving with it. Now that we've gone through the key ideas, let me share my personal reflections, what truly spoke to me and how it connects to real life. Reading. The power of now helped me see how much time I spend in my head. Before this book, I often lived in worries about the future or regret about the past. My mind was busy all day. This book taught me a simple but deep idea. Real life happens only in the present moment. When I am not here now, I miss my life. This idea sounds easy, but it changes how I see stress, problems, and even relationships. One core idea of the book is that I am not my thoughts. Thoughts come and go, but there is an awareness behind them. When I notice my thoughts instead of believing everyone, I feel more free. For example, when I think, I am not good enough, I can pause and watch this thought. I do not need to fight it. I just notice it. This small pause creates space. In this space, I feel calmer and less controlled by fear. Another core idea is to live in the present moment. The book teaches simple ways to return to now, feel the breath, feel the body, and notice sounds around me. To practice this in daily life, I set small presence breaks. When I walk, I feel my feet touch the ground. When I wash my hands, I feel the water. When I wait in line, I notice my breathing. These small habits help me come out of my head and into the moment. Over time, I feel less rushed and more calm. The book also talks about emotional pain and how awareness can heal it. When strong feelings appear, my old habit was to push them away or blame others. Now I try to feel the emotion in my body. If I feel anger, I notice tightness in my chest or heat in my face. I stay with the feeling for a short time without judging it. This helps the emotion pass more gently. I also try to pause before I speak when I feel upset. This pause helps me choose kinder words and avoid hurting others. Another important idea is acceptance and surrender. This does not mean I like every situation. It means I stop fighting what is already happening. When something goes wrong, I say inside, "This is what is here now." This simple acceptance relaxes my body and clears my mind. From this calm place, I can take the next right step. For example, if plans change, I accept the change first, then think about what I can do now. This reduces stress and saves energy. In relationships, the book teaches presence and listening. I try to give full attention when someone speaks. I notice when my mind wants to defend or judge. I take one breath and listen again. This makes conversations more peaceful. I also remember that others cannot fill all my needs. When I take responsibility for my inner peace, my relationships feel lighter and more honest. In daily life, I practice the core ideas with simple steps. 1. Pause and breathe when I feel stressed. 2. Feel my body to return to the present moment. 3. Watch my thoughts instead of believing all of them. 4. Accept what is here now, then act with clarity. These practices are small, but they change how I live. I feel more calm, more present, and more kind. The book shows that peace is not something to wait for. It is available in this moment when I choose to be here now. My biggest change after reading this book was learning to slow down and notice my thoughts. To make this practical, let me share the 5 most important ideas from this book. 1. You are not your thoughts. Your thoughts come and go, but they are not who you are. When you watch your thoughts instead of believing all of them, you gain space and calm. This space gives you freedom from stress. 2. The present moment is all you really have. The past is gone, and the future is not here yet. Real life happens now. When you bring attention to this moment, worry becomes smaller and clarity grows. 3. Awareness heals emotional pain. Old emotional pain can control your reactions without you noticing. When you feel emotions in your body with awareness, their power becomes weaker. Awareness breaks old patterns. 4. Acceptance brings peace and clear action. Fighting the present moment creates extra pain. When you accept what is happening now, your body relaxes and your mind becomes clear. From acceptance, you can take better actions. 5. Presence improves relationships. Many conflicts come from ego and old pain, not from the real situation. When you stay present and listen fully, reactions become softer and understanding grows. Presence makes relationships more honest and calm. Like this video if you want more insights, and subscribe for more brilliant thoughts.